Okay, so there's Inverness, just for a reference point. Loch Ness, and right at the bottom here is where we started, Fort Augustus. So we come off the map here. Coming down here, we visited the Commando Memorial and had great views from there. Great memorial. We ended up going through Fort William, going along here. We had lunch here, this little parking spot. Great views of Loch Linen. And then we've come back round along Glen. Now this along here is spectacular. The mountains just like stick out of the earth. Just gone past Loch Bar, and now we're situated just about there, right on the coast of Loch Tula. Today we've done 72 miles. Right, let's show you what it looks like then, shall I? Whoa. Now, we're getting incredible views here. Zoe has already set up. Yeah, she's at the top of the hill. And just look at that. Hoping to see some great wildlife tonight. Mountains, loch, more mountains. If I go around and look this direction, mountains, A82. Superb. So we're thinking of staying this. Well, we're going to be staying here the night, and hopefully it should be quite quiet. Now you may be asking how we found this place. Well, I'm using an app on my phone called Parks for Night. It's an interactive thing. You can add locations and all that kind of thing, and obviously search for locations. It also does routing, and you can add comments and photos. It's a pretty good app. It probably doesn't have you don't have to pay for it or anything, or you don't have to sign up or anything, so it may not have as many as the more expensive apps, but it's working, it's doing its job. We have arrived at Caerlaverock Castle, as you can see behind me, which is just a few miles south of Dumfries in Scotland. And in 1301, just watched the video, so I'm not being too intelligent. In 1301, King Edward I of England came along and attacked it, besieged it. After a few days of attack, stones being pelted and siege weapons attacking it, arrows, all that kind of thing, they gave up and pledged their allegiance to the king, etc. But when they let them out, there was only 60 soldiers in there defending the entire castle. That is amazing, don't you think? It is a three-sided castle with a moat all the way around it, and I'm going to now go and have a look inside. The only occupants now are crows, pigeons and swallows. Okay, so this is the penultimate day of our trip. We're currently in, well, very near Pembrokeshire. No, what am I talking about?
Penrith.
Penrith in Cumbria. And yeah, so we're just going to take a look back at our holiday, travelling around the North Coast 500 in Scotland. So, what did you think of it?
What a question to ask. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was...
I didn't know what to expect. I expected the roads to be worse than they were. I thought they were all right.
They're all right, weren't there? There's a few potholes which we had to navigate. I think the worst thing were other drivers. Some of them were, you know, stupidly driving. Yeah, I suppose so. But some people treating it like a racetrack.
It was nice that, you know, with the motorcyclists and the cars and the, you know, everyone's
friendly.
Yeah.
And the scenery was just amazing, wasn't it?
Particularly on one side, wasn't it? And then it kind of dwindled out really at the top. Yes. So is that one? So we enjoyed the first half, didn't we? More than
what was your favourite part then? Was it the west side? Because mine was the west side and the northwest side. The first part, actually, first few days.
And then it got a bit touristy, didn't it, at the top? And
what, near
Thurso, yeah. And the scenery wasn't so good.
Yeah, it was quite flat, wasn't it, compared to the mountains of the West Highlands. Yeah, I'd agree with you there. And so that was the least favourite, was it? Because it kind of things petered out, didn't it? Every bend was like, wow, look at that, and then when you get to the north part and the east, it kind of flattened out, and it was straight roads, maybe a bit of the coast. But
I suppose the
coast was a lot further away as well, wasn't it?
My only drawback, I suppose, but like with the NC500, you have got to do a lot of driving, haven't you? Because it's a coastal road.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would have quite liked to not do so much driving, because then you sometimes miss bits, didn't you? You felt like you were on and especially because we were on a time limit, weren't we, as well?
Yeah.
It would have been nice to maybe say, we'll stop here 2 nights.
Yeah, it did feel that way, that we had to
spend a day.
Because we didn't know how long it was going to take us. No. I mean, the website said it was 5 to 7 days. It ended up taking us 8, didn't it? But we weren't too sure.
Rush, but I just
we weren't rushing. But if we felt that after a while, we did feel like we were rushing, that we should kind of slow down. But we didn't know how long it was going to take us. We were only the quarter of the way round at that point.
Yeah, and then suddenly we were right round.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so.
But yes, if you've got plenty of time and you don't have to rush, it's better, isn't it?
And of course, the route does go by a lot of distilleries. That was one of my favourites.
And we didn't go to any of them.
Well, no, we went to 4 in the end. Dalwhinnie, Glenord, Caerlaverock and Glenmorangie.
There were more. But
basically, I went in and had a look round the shop and bought a bottle, maybe 2, and then that was it, wasn't it? I think it was only Glenord where we went round and
which was very interesting.
Had a tour. Yeah,
very visible.
but this is our kind of our first stab at wild camping on, I was going to say en masse, but we kind of enjoyed it. We got a taste for the wild camping, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Because of course...
Seems strange to go back to actually a campsite now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of, in a slight way, it's a...
disappointment.
Yeah, going back to a campsite with all the facilities. However, that's the thing, you see, with the facilities, with wild camping, you can choose your spot more or less, and have it scenic and isolated and quiet. But then you got to start worrying about where you're going to put your waste and where you're going to get your water from, and there's no electricity other than what we have on board, which is lights essentially and the radio. So you can't charge a toothbrush, you can't use a hairdryer, you can't use the computer. Right, so I'm way behind in my videos. I like to do them, do a bit of editing in the evening when I'm on holiday, but I haven't been able to do that. So I'm like, I've only done two, and I've got like
have your pluses
hours worth of video to go through. So, so so we need to sort something out there. I think if we're going to do that a little bit more often, get a solar panel and get an inverter or something, so we can have electricity.
But the only place you can do wild camping is Scotland, isn't it?
Yeah,
can
there are
you
parts
abroad?
of England, but you can go in France. The Airs.
Oh yeah, but
there's equivalent in Germany as well.
But then again, with the Airs, have you got like your wastewater places and so
more
it's
or less, it's not so important.
Difficult.
But in Scotland, it'd be amazing just to have a few days more than we had like 2 days in a row. Then we started getting a bit desperate about we need to, driving along and you can smell the. Smell things, that's all I'm going to say, because you need to get rid of it. But I think that's going to be it for this this catch up, this look back rather, not catch up. So if you've done the NC500 even, or you made a shortcut and made it the NC400.
Well, you could. I mean, yes, you can go all the way around, but you could cut through.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some places you can cut. Or you could
just do part of it. Yeah, you didn't have to do the whole thing.
And in my head, I'm thinking of the next trip that we would do. I think next time we come up to Scotland, we'll go up. But the A9 is a great road to get into Scotland, right, all the way up to Inverness and further. But it's a bit dull. Now, if we go on to the west side, because the A9 goes up the east side. If you go up the west side, you've got all those inlets, and if you look at Scotland, it's kind of the face part, the jaw and of a man, if you can imagine it being a person. So we can go up that side. You could cross a few short ferries, chain link ferries, and then go in, directly into the Highlands that way. And that's what I'm thinking. Maybe visit Skye, but not go all the way around the top.
Well, I think if you lived nearer Scotland, you could possibly do more areas, couldn't you? But because it took us 3 days to get up to Scotland, and then it's going to take us 3 days, so you're kind of a bit time limit, aren't you, really? Yeah.
But anyway, let us know what you think of the videos and whether or not you've done the NC500. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Thanks for watching our video. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed, or leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe for more video updates, or maybe even watch one of our previous videos. Bye bye now.